My dearest friend in Nottingham, in the court, just watched your video and I agree with everything you say about Labour, about Gordon Brown being the tosser of the fucking year, the century. Tony Blair, I agree with I hate Tony Blair. He's the biggest evil bastard warmonger ever in existence. The way he's screwed money out to this country. I agree with everything you're saying, Arthur. Everything you're saying is true. Right? But this is going to be very quickly. The X Factor I'm using as an example doesn't mean I don't actually detest the X Factor. I've been watching it tonight with Kathy, but I'm using that as an example to say that's what every time something happens where the bedroom tax comes in or something else, it's always when Britain's Got Talent or the X Factor's on or Dancing on Ice. That's all I'm saying. Nothing against it. I know it's got nothing to do with politics, but they're using it as a weapon. Anyhow, the other thing is, right, the problem is with Cameron and his multi-millionaire toffs, as I call them, which is what you don't seem to understand, and I'm saying that in the nicest possible way, is that yes, Cameron is in the government now, but the problem is he's screwing people who can't afford to live. You've got the bedroom tax, you've got the disability payments, you've got this Atos crap. People in Atos, these people who run Atos, they don't know anything about disability. They're just coming up with it. Can you do this? Can you do that? They're embarrassing people by making them do things they don't want to do. And then when they try the best to do it and they can't do it, they say, oh yeah, you can go work in Tesco's for 150 quid a week. Excuse me. So all I'm saying is, Arthur, matey, is Cameron does not like people like me. He doesn't like people like you. Right? I know you're a UKIP supporter and I know UKIP probably won't get in. And even if they did, they probably wouldn't sort anything out. And I understand what you're saying about what do you want me, you said earlier on, what do you want me to fucking do? Ride on my scooter with a placard. Yeah, well, you know, at least I'm not saying you're going to do that because I wouldn't do that, but something's got to be done because Cameron hates people who are not working, right? He hates people that are not working, and believe me, before long, especially if he gets back in 2015, you're going to lose some of your disability money. Believe me, mark my words, honestly. So all I'm saying is I agree with everything you've just said on that video, and I've even put a like on it because it's right what you're saying. But the problem is he doesn't like. Cameron only likes people who are working, who are contributing. There's thousands, well, there's millions of people who can't contribute because they're looking after the sons like me, looking after disability. They can't work because they're disabled themselves. Right? If I kick Sam, my son, who's got autism and ulcerative colitis and God knows what else mental health issues, if I put him into a home, it would cost Cameron thousands and thousands a week. But because we're looking after him, which is what we want to do, and we'd never put him in a home, it's costing him about, 500 quid a week. That's for me and Kathy. And I don't even live with Kathy. So I've got to pay all sorts of my bills and she's got to pay hers. So if we said, oh fuck it, Cameron, you get on with us, we'll put Sam in a home. It's going to cost him thousands and thousands a week just to look after my son. So we're helping that Tory bastard because we're basically doing his work. I know he's my son and I love my son to bits, but you know, that's what I'm trying to get through to you. We're saving the bastard a fortune every week, but he's still coming down. He's coming down on the job seekers. You know, it's just absolutely unbelievable what he's doing to the poor people, and that's because he hates the poor people. He hates people who are not working. That's what I'm trying to get through to you. I agree with everything else you say, but he just cannot stand people who are not working, and it's not their fault. And I'm not sticking up for the lazy bastards in this world, the ones who, the benefit cheats and all that. They're fucking wankers. I'm sticking up for the normal people who cannot work, or the normal people who will not be forced into part-time work. They're not going to be forced into part-time work and spending all the money on petrol and the dinners, and then at the end of the week they come out with fuck all. So anyhow, Arthur, I'm not going to go on about it anymore now, but you're right in what you say. I understand what you're saying. You are right in what you're saying about all the other parties are shite. It's never going to be solved. But this bastard now who's in government, he's got a downer on the poor people, the people who can't afford, the people who can't work. It's because they want to work, but they can't. Anyhow, I've had my say. I understand what you're saying. I've got greatest respect for you, Arthur, you old fucking fart, you. But that's it now. I understand what you're saying, but, you know, just understand what I'm saying, mate. Alright, ta-ra.